Yeah, man. It's another day, start of the week, and it's been a long time. So yeah, man, we checking in. We are in the month of October 2020. And it's a Monday. We're at the start of a new week. We're at the beginning of the fourth quarter. So right now, man, to be honest with you, I'm kind of at a weird place mentally. So I don't even know if this is a confession or what. But anywho, it's time to get it, man. I read something last week. I think it was in this book I was reading called How to Make Money When You're a Bad A. But it was saying like, hey, what if you needed to go out there and make it happen? I really can't remember if this was Twitter, Instagram, or the book, but I'm gonna say it's the book. Basically, if you had to make $2,000 by the end of this week, today's Monday, you got till Friday at 12 a.m. How would you do it? You got to make $2,000. What's the type of mindset you have to have? And for me, man, that question's been kind of eating me up because, and I think every business owner goes through this. You kind of go in waves, right? Some days or some weeks or some months you feel like you're really productive, you super hungry. And then there's other ones where you just kind of feel blah. You still get the main things done, but there's not that extra edge. And so when I read this, it really made me think like, man, if I had to go get $2,000, how would I do that? What can I do that can give me 2 stacks in a week? And it got me to thinking on a different level because it's like, okay, if I had to make $2,000, there are several things that I wouldn't do. There are certain projects or items I would attempt to do. Okay, how can I get there? Who would I ask? Who would I reach out to? Because like in our world, $2,000, that's a little less than what it would be for like a cleanup project for somebody's books. So my next thought, okay, well, how would I find somebody who needs a cleanup project? Or, we're in tax season, so okay, how many tax returns does that equal? Is that 3 tax returns? Is it 2? Is it 5? Like, what does that look like? And the main thing is, how would I go about getting it? Because we can figure out what I need to get to a goal, but how to actually make those things happen, or in my case, how to close those deals is what's important. And so, that can be something that's really, really stressful that you put on yourself. Because, it's like, oh, I got to find $2,000. You acting like a crackhead. I need it. But at the same time, is that the mindset the greats have to have? When you building it from scratch, hey, everything you make, that's what feed the family. You kill what you eat. Or rather, you eat what you kill. So if you don't kill nothing, you know what I'm saying? Y'all forgive the wheel. Your boy has to whip the vehicle. But yeah, if you don't kill nothing, you don't eat. And I got a family. I'm married with 2 kids, so we got to eat. My kids can't go hungry. They can't miss no meals, you feel me? And then we're at home more because of a pandemic. So the grocery bill even higher than normal, you know what I'm saying? So it just really put me in that mindset of like, hey, what is it that I need to be doing to try to get that? If I needed to make $2,000 or my kid can't go to the hospital, or I needed to make $2,000 or rent's not going to be paid and I'm going to get kicked out the house, or if I don't get $2,000, they're going to come and take my car, because that's the reality for a lot of people, especially in this season. What are the things that I would do? What are the things outside of my norm that maybe I typically wouldn't ask, but I bet you I do for that $2,000, because a closed mouth don't get fed, you know what I'm saying? And so I just really been thinking about that over the weekend. And I know for me, because I kind of have this ADHD deal, for me, if I get to that point, it's going to be very hard for me to turn that mindset off. You know what I mean? Because I'm the type, my dad calls me Trigger, because he's like, once you see it, boy, you pull that trigger quick, there's no hesitation, bam, you out of there. And my wife will tell me in a minute, boy, you move super fast. Once you did whatever you feel you need to do to research it and look it up. She's like, that's it. And so I wonder, how would I turn that mindset off? Because one thing I have learned in the 2 years and some change I've done this, because we're in year 3, you can't go 110% all the time, 7 days a week, let's start that over. You can't go 110%, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. It's impossible. You're going to burn out. Even if you have a vehicle, you can't just drive, 20 hours straight. You got to give your vehicle some rest. You know what I'm saying? So I wonder, how would I turn that mindset off? Because, I have learned for mental health reasons, you have to be able to rest, right? You have to be able to take care of your body. You have to be able to work out, get that blood flowing and getting your heart, and everything under control, keeping that weight down, especially since everybody is inside more and sitting down a lot more because they're at home and not at a big office. So that's just what I've been thinking about, man. I'm going to try my best to implement it, though, because, do the math. You make $2,000 a week, that's 8 stacks a month. There's 3 more months left. That's 24,000. 24 grand, 24 G's, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, I'm going to open up my mindset. I'm going to allow God to do it however, because that's the other thing. If we bring faith into it, like, bro, God is so big, he can do anything however, right? Like, however you can fathom, he can do it like that times like 15 other ways. So why can't I make $2,000 a week? The only reason I can't is if I'm not trusting in God enough and have my mindset open enough to where I truly believe that he can do it. Because there's people out here who make it. There's people out here who make $4,000 a week. You know what I'm saying? And then there's also people out here who make $200 a week. And I don't know, maybe focusing on $2,000 in a week is a super high goal. Maybe I need to adjust it down to, let me just make $500 a week or $1,000 a week. But one thing I've learned from being back in CrossFit, like, you never know what you can do until it's time to do it. Sometimes when we work out, they're like, you think you can do it? You think you can do X amount of weight for this many reps? I have no idea, because I've never tried. I won't be able to tell you until I go right here, try to do it, then I'll know. And every single time I end up exceeding my expectations. So you never know unless you do it. You never know unless you set the goal high. You make up your mind that this is what I'm going to try to achieve, and then you go for it with your 100% best effort. Not that I kind of feel like I can, maybe, I think so. No, if you're going to set your mind that this is what I'm going to do, you got to do it. So, yeah, that's what it's been. It's been real, y'all. I just had to check in, drop that off. Because who knows, this could be the day that my mindset starts to change on an even greater level. And some great things can happen. So I'll holler at y'all later. All right.